Who would have thought sanctuaries would no longer be safe? Even churches and schools, safe spaces are lost. We've become Generation Lockdown. In today's world, children are more often subjected to active shooter drills than they are tornado drills. I myself, since kindergarten, have gone through monthly active shooter drills. I can't do my taxes, but I can hide from an active shooter. Every time I walk into a classroom, I look at how many exits there are, how many windows, and where I could hide. I look for nooks and crannies where my body will fit, just in case someone decides to come through that door. It's a feeling shared by almost all of my peers. Throughout our young lives, we have seen countless lives lost from senseless gun violence in schools and churches. In today's world, our safe spaces, our sanctuaries are no longer sacred. Everywhere is danger. Poems collected by the Washington Post, written by young people, have been woven together to create a program. Because the scariest thing about math class should be exponentials. Not an active shooter. In my dreams, that's what I am. Not violence, but a metal stem, pedals hooked upward to take the weight off someone's back. Someone tips me over and I fall. The building thudding, the building freezing at my thud, Rabbi's heart a cold clench. Until he realizes the sound, thank God, a coat rack. And he runs and lifts me in his arms and sets my happy load back on my shoulders. And he walks before the congregation, saying, falling coat rack, just a falling coat rack. And the congregation repeats, just a coat rack, just a falling coat rack. And the congregation's favorite word is coat rack. The story couldn't hear, but instead I'm steel. A semi-automatic rifle and 3 semi-automatic pistols and hands gripping tightly, and the sound of thunder ripping open and the footsteps running and the clatter of a heart and pumping of veins of someone hiding underneath a pew. And someone stalking slowly down the hallway, thirsting for some sort of pain to wet his throat. And up a flight of stairs, someone is praying I am not the weight that will crush him. I, like all of my other peers of Generation Lockdown, are scared. In post-common sense America, synagogues are shot up. In post-common sense America, no one is safe. I, like every one of my peers in post-common sense America, lives in fear for when is he gonna walk through the door. What size rounds will I be hit with? 9 mils leave big holes. It's a painful way to die. I, like every other child of post-common sense America, ponders these questions while sitting in class after a test. We watch the door and wonder when. We watch the door and wonder how. I was in first grade when the Sandy Hook school shooting happened. That day, 27 young lives were taken. That week, my school put up an iron gate. As our parents dropped us off, we'd say goodbye through thick crimson bars that looked like a jail cell door. That week, parents all over America were reminded that life is short and fear is commonplace. February 14th, I am in 6th grade when Valentine's Day doesn't feel the same. Our hearts were broken that day, when 17 students in Parkland lost their lives to senseless gun violence. That year, we marched for our lives. That week, our school got a full-time armed security guard. I, like every other child of post-common sense America, wonders. Wonders when. Wonders what we can do. Wonders how many more times I have to see that headline run across the screen. How many more times I'm scared to go to school the next day. America never gets to heal when our wounds reopen again and again. There have been more mass shootings in 2019 than there have been days this year. I, like every other child of post-common sense America, wonders when there will be change. For now, I'll just lock down my heart. I don't want to prepare for the next bullet.